Hello friends, and how are you? Hope so you all are going good and your assignments and practicing regularly it. We have discussed the charcoal medium, we have discussed the pencil medium up till now, and its applications are used now in these paintings. So this is the fifth clip of the same painting which we are going, and in the last part we discussed the green grass. We just started the green grass, and in this today's session we are going to work with the background of the trees. And still, if you are going hard for that painting with my speed or getting quite difficulties in me, you can ask personally for me and take my personal guidance for you, because every student has different unique problems, and so I have the different unique solutions accordingly. So it is expected from you to ask the questions if what you are not getting. And in today's section we are going to start the background trees. We have to make start from the very dilute proportion of the colors, and with very soft handed we have to do it, and with lots of patience we have to start this work. So let's start for the background trees, and best of luck for you. So in our today's session we are going to cover this part. So it's a lightest part. The light is coming in between these two trees, the leaning tree and the standing tree. The lightest tone is there in between those trees, and some grayish color is there in this area, and the green color part is in this part, in this area. So I am taking my cobalt blue in order to get the light part. I am working with it. So as usual I am wiping out the extra color which is present in a brush, and the remaining part, the remaining color whichever is loaded in the brush, I am using that much quantity of color and making a dilute solution of blue color. Just applying it in this area. In this way. Just by giving the stapling effect. This way. To get the more light part, I am adding the more water in it. This is too much dilute, and using this as a background. Between the two trees. Like this, you have to work with a light tone, and just by giving a slight touch of blue when the colors are wet enough to get mixed. I am just mixing the medium in it. In this way. Up to this, I think the color is okay. but from here onwards I need to add a little bit of green in it. So I'm using my dark green poster color and taking a too much of less quantity and mixing the same color with this blue one, and so I am shifting this blue color towards the green and then working on it in this way. So this is the light which is far away from the subject. So as the objects are getting far away, we have to do the detailing, we have to reduce the detailing part on it. So I am not going to do too much details on this part as the objects are far away. And by gradually increasing the green tone a little bit in this color only, I will further proceed. With this part. So this is the way you have to proceed further with the green tones. So in this way we can do the just light part, and so be careful while doing this because there is a light part between the leaning tree and the standing tree. So this is my leaning tree and here is my standing tree, so I have to maintain that lightness here, and the rest of part I can cover with this. So let's go for the trunk also. To the trees we can give the burnt sienna shade, taking that also in little less quantity. And as there is a dark part in this area, so I can work with the dark tone. I've also added a little bit of cobalt blue which was present in my palette. Just a touch of cobalt blue I gave to the burnt sienna, so I got this kind of shade. You can zoom it and see properly how it looks exactly. Rather than burnt sienna, it is looking the bluish burnt sienna or the cool color of the same. So up till here it's okay. But now here for this part, remaining one, I have to dilute the color and proceed further in this manner. So in this manner we can proceed further for the dark tones also. Remaining one which we can give to the trees so as to balance the trunk here. Another trees also, the trees in the backgrounds we can cover in the same fashion by giving the light tones. So I'm using this. A few of the trees I can sketch here. So this is the tree and this is the way I am using my tree. We covered such type of effects when we started the watercolors at initial level. I gave you the assignment to complete the trunks part. So if you have completed that assignments thoroughly and sincerely, you will be able to draw the trunks with me now in this painting. Or else you can start separately on a new paper, and when you feel comfortable you can continue with me. Just changing the tone a little bit. So in this way you can give the dark color for this, but with as easy as you can, with light and easy manner you have to work on this. And till here it is okay to work with the flat brush, but now we have to enter the detailing part. So I am using my 000 brush with me and the same poster color, the thick poster color. Added a little bit of water in it. So I can go with thick blue plus green. I can go with that color for the detailing part in this area. So whenever I have to start this peak and the detailing of this, so I'll have to consider few points with me. that the darkness and the lightness, wherever they are present in this area, we should observe first and then work accordingly with the tonal values of a brush and the color. So I made a little bit of green color by diluting it and working on it with the same pattern we did up till now. This way you can continue with your stippling part. You can just give the greenery part texture here. I can also use a little bit of black tone, black color, to make it dark. In this way you can do the stepping part. And for the trees in this area, you can work in the way you was working in the previous sessions, by giving the priority to the dark areas first, covering those. Just give the patches all over with more dilution of it. In this way you can further proceed. We'll make it a little bit zoom so that you will be able to see the way I am working. So in this way you can do on stapling, minute details. And some branches here and there. This kind of little bit branches. So I'll show you how minute branches are there when you look at it from a distance. So that much thick and thin you have to give the branches. I am purposefully zooming in it so that you should be able to understand my techniques of drawing, how much small it is. Such kind of stapling I do. This way there is a quite fun when I hold my brush with my fingers. Hope so you are also enjoying the same there by working with me. These minute detailings give me immense pleasure. And there are no shortcuts, and we can't avoid such detailing part when you want to go for the realistic effect or the realism. Can work in this way also. In this fashion you can work. Just to copy the texture part, we need to copy the proper values, the proper tones, and place them at a proper position. That's the only one way to achieve the realism. going to add little bit of blue. This part. In this way you have to work delicately and very lightly. This way you have to make the trees of this part, and the trunks and all will cover in the next session. The trees part here also is remaining, so we'll continue this in the next session. Till then, have a nice day. Best of luck for your project.